Hey everybody. This video is going to be my explanation of the Jessica Fridrich method for solving the standard 3x3 Rubik's Cube. Let's establish a couple things before we begin. First off, I am not a very fast speed cuber. I've only been doing this for a few months, but much like other things, I've learned to do it through YouTube. So in an effort to get some beginning to intermediate learners past the hump of understanding the Jessica Fridrich method, or Friedrich, however it's pronounced, I found that there were a number of excellent tutorials that you can find over on that side of your window with some extra links to beginner methods. This is not the way I initially learned. I learned using the layer method, which does one layer at a time, that's based strictly on algorithms. With the exception of the first step of solving the white cross, which I learned to do on top, and then I learned it's smarter to do it on the bottom. I'll explain why in a few minutes. Eventually, solving the cube becomes boring when you're using the layer method. It's pretty much the same solve every time you do it, and though yes, it's pretty cool as a parlor trick, your Rubik's Cube will start to collect dust because you've gotten bored of doing the same thing over and over. Enter the Jessica Fridrich method. This method involves doing the first two layers at the same time and having the white cross on the bottom. Now obviously you can make the green cross or the red cross and do it in any order your brain likes the best, but for convention's sake most people use the white cross idea. So let's go ahead and get started and scramble the cube. There, that's good and scrambled. Okay, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about how to do the white cross, which is across and into the second layer. So I'm going to go ahead and do that probably pretty slowly compared to most speed cubers out there, but still, I'm just a beginner. But it doesn't preclude me from explaining how I do it to other beginners. Alright, so there's my white cross made on the bottom. So the next thing we're going to look for here is the idea is to fill in this block with red, blue, white, which is held on the bottom. This one would be orange and blue and white, and similarly with the other cubes, or with the other corners. So the idea is we're going to work with this, then we're going to work with this, and this, and this, until we've got the bottom two layers. So what we're looking for, let me actually, well, first let's take a moment and talk about how the cube is held. When I first learned to do this, I would frequently screw something up and break the white cross underneath. And that was because I was letting go of the cube while I was trying to fix the corners, and I got confused. So from now on, you want to hold the cube like this. We're going to be spinning it this way with our fingers. Notice this doesn't move. We're going to spin it this way, and we're going to spin the bottom also with the bottom fingers. This way you don't have to move your hand off the cube too much, and then you start getting faster by thinking in these terms. And this is why you want to think in these terms. Let's pick a corner to start with. Let's do green-red. You want to position your green-red piece with white. You're looking for this corner first, and you want to put it here, but you need to have green-red here. So, where is green-red? Green-red's over here. The three cases are that you're going to have your piece with white, your corner with white and its corresponding edges, right? Facing the top, facing this way, or facing this way. There's three different ways of doing this. The first way, when it's on top, involves you find this piece over here, that's going to match, because you want to place it here. You would spin it down and then spin this piece around while still holding the cube as is. But you see it's reversed, so let's go back to where we were just now. That, see, white cross is still there, it's not broken. That's important. We realize that now if we move this piece like this, temporarily still holding this, and you spin this piece around, you find this. This is what you're looking for. For lack of a better descriptive term, a tube of color with white on the end. Okay? Red, red, green, green with white. Since we've spun this top piece, which can move freely, and you put it back, notice, white cross is still not broken. Now we've got this on the top, that tube of color that we're working with. So, if it's red, green, move it past where it needs to go, open up the door, back it in, and then close the door. So let's look at that again. I'm moving this piece around freely. It's not breaking the white cross, and that's good. Let me go past it, open the door, back it in, close the door. Alright, so now this piece is done, this corner. Now let's work on the next one. Red, blue. Move your piece that you're looking for, in this case red, blue, with white, over where it needs to go, and then find this piece, which is the red, blue edge. They're on top of each other now, so you got to separate them. This move is critical. This way, and then this way, and then you can put it back. You follow? Nothing's broken here, but I can move this around and I can thus separate these two pieces. So now I can spin this anywhere I want, and I know that if I put it here, since this piece can temporarily come up here, look, we've got our blue, blue, red, red with the white. Move it out of the way somewhere else, and then fix this. Notice we never let go of this while we were matching these two pieces. Put it back, because if you don't put it back, you're going to screw something up. So now we just need to place the piece. Move it past where it needs to go, open the door, back it in, close the door. Now you got this piece solved. Now let's do the next one, orange, blue. Where's its corresponding piece? That's the piece we want to place. Where is orange, blue? It's up here. So let's see. If you move this piece here and spin this temporarily to match it, move it out of the way, fix your white cross by going back to where you were, now you got blue-orange. Move it past where it needs to go, open the door, back it in, close the door. Now you got this one done. Then you do the last piece. If this is facing this way, you know that you can match it here, but see how it's broken? It's reversed. You want to try something different. Try moving it over here and move it up. Spin it out of the way, put it back. Now you've got this in a different orientation, and if you do this, match it, move it out of the way. Actually here you're moving it to where it needs to go anyway, and then put this piece down. Now you've got all four corners done the Fridrich method. It takes practice. Once you get good at it, you'll find that it's a very cool way of solving the cube, much faster. I'm not explaining this part because I'm going to go over 10 minutes. And there's your cube.